Good day, everyone. This is Coach Reese coming at you with another video. Um, Today, I'm going to be talking about the road to becoming a good doctor. Um, Unfortunately, if you want to become a medical doctor, medical school is very expensive. And so in this video, I wanted to explain how you can save a lot of money by working full-time at a company or hospital that will pay a good portion of your tuition for college, okay? This will be a tremendous burden off of you and your parents or whoever else is helping you achieve your dreams to become a doctor, okay? I have three major issues that I like to talk about the road to becoming a doctor. And number one is, I encourage you guys right out of high school to apply for a full-time position at a hospital. Okay. Working at a hospital, you can apply for, when you go to the hospital to apply for a job, you can apply for either a housekeeping position or a dietary position. Now, I know that that has nothing to do with, being a medical doctor, but basically you just want to apply for a full-time position at a hospital so that you can qualify for tuition assistance, okay? And once you, achieve that, a job of becoming working as a housekeeper or, a dietary position. What dietary is, a person that delivers food to the patients. Once you achieve that goal of, getting a full-time job at a hospital, you can go on to school to become a certified nursing assistant or CNA, and once you achieve that certification, you'll be actually on your way to, working alongside nurses and doctors, and you begin to learn what it's going to be like to be a doctor, okay? Now, at the same time, again, you're working full-time at the hospital, and you're going to school. Now, that can be challenging, but at the end of the day, you're trying to help yourself as far as easing the financial burden. And again, you're also helping your parents, relieve that financial stress off your parents if you know that they can't afford for you to go to medical school, okay? I just wanted to let you know as well that you also can go to a community college. There are community colleges in every county in the United States, and the tuition is a whole lot cheaper. Again, I would consider going that route if you know that you and your parents or your parents can't afford it financially. And basically what you'll be doing is you probably be taking basic classes at the community college, like, your history, your English, psychology, and Spanish, all of these basic classes that you need anyway if you attended a four-year university, but you'll be saving your parents a lot of money, okay? And once you graduate from that community college, you can apply for scholarships to go into a four-year school, okay? Again, I know that this is a long road to becoming a doctor, but going this route will save you a lot of money, okay? So, but today's topic is basically, you choosing the option of working full-time at a hospital or some other entity or agency that will help you pay for your, tuition. Now, I'm just speaking for a hospital now at this point. Most hospitals will pay 70% of your tuition if you're a full-time employee, and I know that will help you out tremendously. And I understand that working full-time and going to school full-time can be challenging, but again, you got to keep focused on the big prize. Again, only if you or your parents can't really afford the traditional route of going to a 4-year college and then on to medical school, you know. And like I say again, you also have the option of going to community college, you know, the 2-year college in your county. It may not seem glamorous and all of that, but at the end of the day, if your parents can't afford it or you can't afford it, please keep that option on the table of going to community college as well, okay? Now, becoming a doctor and working at a hospital can be challenging because you're going to take several steps in the medical field to become a doctor, okay? But I'm just letting you know that there is such a thing as, you know, becoming a certified nursing assistant or CNA. And then from CNA, you continue to go to school for nursing, and you become a registered nurse, okay? And then from registered nurse, you can go on to become what you call a nurse practitioner, okay? Which requires, I'm assuming you have to get your master's degree for nurse practitioner. And then if you still want to be well, actually as a nurse practitioner, you are technically a doctor, but you'll be working under a medical doctor, but you'll actually do patient care. You know, you'll be doing physical exams and or whatever the practice is, you know, whatever the practice is for that specific doctor that you work for, okay? Now, once you become a nurse practitioner, you can move, go on to be a physician assistant or an actual medical doctor. Now, like I say, if you choose this route, again, you're going to be working full-time at the hospital, you know, so this can be challenging, okay? But I'm assuming that the hospital, once you start getting into graduate studies, I'm assuming that they will adjust your schedule to where, you know, you'll be able to, you know, pay your bills and achieve your goal of going to school at the same time. Because you have to understand that once you become, all these medical jobs like, you know, CNA, nursing, nursing assistant, nurse practitioner, registered nurse, all of these things benefit the hospital. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm almost positive they're going to work with you to help you achieve those goals. But again, I want you to understand that you're going to be working full time as well. Okay. So again, this is only to help you, and your parents if you can't afford the tuition. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want you to keep that in mind because again, becoming a doctor is very expensive. You know what I mean? But again, there are agencies that will help you with your tuition. It's almost like getting a mini scholarship, you know what I mean? But on the same token, you're gonna have to work full time, sometimes getting an education is not easy. It can be challenging, working full time and going to school full time, but you can do it. You just have to sacrifice a lot of your time. For example, you may not have a lot of time to, hang out with your family and friends like you used to, but you're trying to pursue a goal of becoming a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So if this is what you want to have, if this is what you want to do, you have to be willing to sacrifice and put the work in. Think about your parents, how much of a financial burden that will be lifted off of them, and think about the financial burden that will be lifted off yourself, okay? All right? So I think I've covered the important topics that are dealing with this video today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and read the letter for you, and we're gonna go from there. The topic today is the road to becoming a good doctor. The road to becoming a good doctor. If you want to pursue the medical field and become a doctor, there's a way to get it done that will save you a lot of money. Medical school is very expensive, and if you decide to take out loans, you will be paying on that loan for an extended period of time. The total cost of medical school would be over $190,000. That would be a huge debt for you, and it would take you probably over 8 years to pay it off. If you desire to be a doctor, by all means, pursue your dreams. Just remember that there are employers that offer tuition assistance to help ease the burden of extreme debt. Working full-time for these companies may not be the ideal choice for an 18-year-old because most young people want to go to a traditional four-year college, and that is fine. But if your parents cannot afford it, but what if your parents cannot afford it? Now, yes, you can still get Pell Grants for undergraduate studies, and that is great. And you may have to work to pay, for books and other things you may need. There's nothing wrong with this plan. Going to college can be a very fun and yet challenging experience. You will have the opportunity to meet good friends that will keep in touch with you for the rest of your life. And you may have the opportunity to study abroad. This is awesome because traveling can be a confirmation of the things you study, and now you're blessed to actually see it. Just imagine studying pyramids in class and being blessed with the opportunity to see it in person. To me, that is awesome. The best way to become a doctor is to consider working for a hospital right out of high school. After graduation, apply for a full-time position, housekeeping, or dietary, which is bringing food to patients, okay? That's what that is, dietary. Most hospitals have tuition assistance, and they will help you reduce your tuition debt a lot. If you qualify for assistance, go to school for a CNA, which is a certified nursing assistant. Being a CNA will allow you to learn some things in the medical field, and that is one step closer to becoming a doctor. You will work with nurses. Nurses have awesome jobs assisting doctors while working. Nurses have awesome jobs assisting doctors. While working as a CNA, continue on with your studies and apply for nursing school. Once you graduate nursing school, apply for a nursing job at the hospital. Once hired, your pay will increase dramatically. You will be making over $50,000 a year. Now you are one step closer to becoming a doctor. As a nurse, you are working alongside doctors and helping with patient care. Continue to go to school to become a nurse practitioner. Once you get your nurse practitioner degree, your salary will increase dramatically. Your salary should be around the $100,000 range. Remember, the hospital is helping you with tuition, and it would be to your benefit to remain at the hospital to achieve your goals. You are one step closer to becoming a doctor. This is not wasted time because as a nurse practitioner, you are a practicing as a nurse. Because this is not wasted time because as a nurse practitioner, you are practicing medicine. Being a nurse practitioner is a good position to be in because you are acting as a doctor, and you may have a doctor that is responsible for your decisions at his or her practice. Think about all the money you just saved going this route. You are now one step closer to becoming a doctor. Continue on to medical school to become a doctor. I encourage you to remain at the hospital until you achieve your goal. I know it was a journey for you to become a doctor. I'm just trying to save you from a lifetime of debt. Once you fulfill your obligation at the hospital, you may choose to open your own practice. I encourage you to go for it. All that I ask is that you reach back to help or mentor a child to achieve their goals as well. There's a special blessing you will receive for helping a child accomplish their goals. Almighty God will lift you higher than you ever imagined just because of you helping a child. Okay? This route to become a doctor, like I say, can be challenging, and again, just, think about it, because it's going to save you a lot of money and your parents as well. That was my main purpose of this video, is to help you achieve your goals, but at the same time, relieve that financial burden. And this is one of the ways that you can do it. The two things I want you to remember about this video is that to reduce your tuition, you can either consider working at a hospital. That's number one. Number two, you can also consider going to community college. That is another way to help you and your parents save the money. Okay, so either route is going to help. Again, you and your parents save money, and that's what I want for you guys. School tuition debt can be extremely stressful, and it may affect you with your studies. Okay, so I want you, when you're in class, I want you to be totally focused 110% on you trying to make A's in school, and trying to make your parents proud of you. That's my primary goal for you guys, and I want that for you. Okay, we're at the point where in the video where I do an ending statement of practice. I do this on every single video. Okay, over time I'm gonna have this memorized, and I just pray that that God will bless me with my speech, as far as with my speech delivering these videos, and also just to get better in general. So here's the ending statement of practice. Ending statement of practice. I love you. I want the best for you. I encourage you to practice using love and wisdom in all that you do. Life is a game that you must learn how to play. Using love and wisdom for yourself and helping others in love and wisdom creates a powerful team. Love conquers all, even if you feel defeated. Keep loving, keep growing using wisdom, and God will bless you in a mighty way. Okay, I encourage you, young people, to share this content with family and friends and other loved ones if this channel has been beneficial to you. I also encourage you to hit the like button if this channel has been beneficial to you. And I also encourage you to subscribe to my channel if this has been beneficial to you. Like I say, at the end of the day, all I want is the best for you young people. And every single thing that are in these videos are strictly to help you. Some of the things that I say in this video may frustrate you or whatever, but it's all a part of the learning process. Okay, sometimes you have to hear challenging things in order to grow, learn, and grow. Okay, and my objective for you, my primary objective is for you, is I want the best for you, and I want you to learn and grow always. Okay, so I'm going to conclude this video by saying this. I wish you the best. I hope you have a great summer. Again, I hope you guys are, staying hydrated and drinking plenty of water, and taking breaks out of this extreme heat. There are such things as, there's, I think, two heat illnesses. I think there's heat exhaustion and some other heat stress or something like that. But those two illnesses are extremely dangerous, and it can cause you to go to the hospital. So I encourage you guys to drink plenty of water, take breaks, and several breaks if need be, in a shaded area, under a tree, or just go inside the house and chill out in the air conditioning for a little bit, and then go back to doing what you do. But at the end of the day, just be responsible in this heat by drinking plenty of water and taking necessary breaks. Okay, so I'm just going to conclude this video saying, God bless your children, and God keep you until we meet again.